Welcome to the Business for Breakfast show. Brandon Northwicks here. You are watching episode number 29. Now, this episode is going to be all about the 3 pillars to attracting high-quality customers and clients into your business. So let's get right into it. So today I'm going to cut into the 5 elements that are within these 3 pillars so that by the end of this video, you can actually know what it is that you need to have inside of your business to help you get to that next level. So the first pillar we're going to focus on is going to be the social media marketing pillar. Now, I've noticed that from a lot of the people, even myself when I first began business, there was always one of these elements missing. There was always one of these pillars missing from my business, which had held me down a little bit. It got me to where I was feeling a little bit tied to one thing that wasn't really bringing me the result. I felt struggling. I felt like I just could not break to that next level, and I didn't know why. When I started to get with the mentors who were earning 40, 50, 60 million a year, I started to find out that they have multiple things running at once. And they started building one at a time. So what we want to do is go through these elements today, or through these pillars today, and see exactly which ones you're missing and then add to what you're already doing. That way you can become more efficient, make more sales, and attract higher quality clients and customers into your business. So about social media marketing, a lot of people feel that if I just post on Facebook, okay, and I post 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, people should come and find me. And then when I direct message them and I send them these personal messages, I'm going to just pitch them and let them know that, hey, look, you know what? I know you probably have your own things going on, but what I got is great for you. That is not social media marketing. Adding people to groups, not social media marketing. Tagging people that are not a part of anything that you want to be a part of, or that were not there with you, not social media marketing. Okay, social media marketing is all about attraction. It's all about bringing people in based off of your results, based off of your lifestyle, based off of the way that you treat people, based off of other people's results that you help them get. You want to attract people into your sphere by delivering content, right? Shareable content. A lot of people are like, well, I like this. Well, I'm going to put this post up because it makes me feel good. Well, does it make the market feel good? How do you measure the response of your market? We want to be the people that are in a conversation that actually ask what the other person would like to talk about, versus you just sharing everything about you and your business, or you and your product, or what, stuff about your business and your product. If you are only talking about that, what's going to happen is you're going to see people as a one-way street. You're going to invite these people to come and connect with you and engage, and they're going to feel so lost because of the fact that when they come to your page, all they see are these blatant pitches. These hard right hooks, as Gary Vee would say. And we don't want to do that. We want to be able to create shareable content that's going to get them to feel good about sharing their stuff, or sharing your stuff. Consistency, big problem in 99% of the clients that I work with, big problem I worked with for a long time, and it is consistency. It's building out an actual social media calendar. Something that can allow you to, when you wake up in the morning, know, okay, well, I've got to put this piece of content here, this here, this here, this here, or this week we're talking about this topic, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we're doing this. Have a calendar out to where you can actually follow it. If you only have time in your day to be scheduling posting once or twice a day, then post once or twice a day. But if you had to choose between the type of post that was going to attract clients, right, or the type of post that's going to sell, then I hope that you choose the one that's going to attract. Use that time that you have, if it's sparingly, to be able to generate some great content so that you can attract those high quality leads. Again, shareable content. Consistency, the 80-20% rule, meaning that 80% of the time you want to be talking to, or 20% of the time you want to be selling. 80% of the time you want to be giving value, okay? You want to be talking 80% of the time to the 20% of the market that brings you the most money. So the 80-20 rule works for just about everything. So you want to make sure that you're implementing that as well. Then we have engage and direct message. Engaging and direct messaging, there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. Do not be that kind of person that just sends out stickers, okay? When you're engaging with other people's stuff, I send some stickers sometimes, but that doesn't show that you've actually, put some thought into the response, okay? Do not become that person that only responds with those. The other thing is that you want to, inside of your direct message, you want to have a natural conversation. Come on, I see it so often that people will just blatantly come out the gate and talk about, Brandon, you need this. Brandon, you need that. Brandon, come look at this. Come look at that. That's not what is going to help me, or I'm not going to click the link. A lot of the time people take that to, take offense to that, because I'll reply to the back and go, I'm not going to click the link. What makes you think I'm interested? There's a better way to attract people, and it's not through just blatantly throwing mud at the wall and seeing what sticks. A lot of people will teach you to do that. A lot of people will say it's a numbers game. I am much different than most people. I believe in quality. I believe in being able to deliver that relationship, or should I say build on that, so that by the time they get 3 or 4 or 5 messages in, they're wondering, what is it that you do? Or maybe you're asking more about their business and they're sharing with you some pain points. Now you can offer them a solution. Asking questions is the only way to dig deep enough to where you can actually pitch them on your business or your service. It's the only way. If you're just sitting here talking about yourself, you don't even know what kind of problems they're facing or situation they're in. It's not going to be helpful for you. The second pillar is going to be paid advertising, one of my favorites. I'm the kind of guy where I love that instant traffic. If I can create an offer, if I can create a giveaway, if I can create a product, if I can have one of my clients do that, and all we have to do is just pump a few $100 into an ad campaign to see how well it converts, so that we can make our necessary tweaks, and then we can really start to scale once we know that it's optimized. Boom, there's no better way in my eyes to grow a business. This is one of the major pillars that are missing out of so many people's startups, is they don't budget, or they don't have that capital. They're not prepared for this advertising cost. They think, well, you know what, I could just do it using social media and SEO, even though they don't have conversation skills, or they don't have those communication skills. And over here, they don't have what it takes to understand keyword research and proper tagging and metas and all these things that are going to help you and your website rank. So we'll get to that in just a second. But off the second element, we're looking at, in order to actually know what your market wants, here's a freaking crazy idea, right? Survey them. Surveys are one of the best ways to get actual information from your market. Create a survey, run a couple ad dollars to it, see exactly who in your market, what do they want to learn? Do they want to learn from a whiteboard? Do they want to learn from a screen share? Do they want to learn from a live training like a webinar? How is it that they want to learn? What is it that they want to learn? Ask them, give them 5 or 6 things. When you're making your survey, make it multiple choice. Don't make it to where they have to type stuff in. People are lazy. They don't want to do that. So make it as easy as possible for the end user to be able to fill out every single question in the survey, so you can get the information you need, and then you can create the product and the giveaway based off of that. Okay? Great idea to do. It's a novel idea to actually ask what your market wants and then just deliver it to them. Okay? It's been working really well for us. I'm sure it could work well for you. The second thing is to create your USP. A lot of people are walking around without understanding what their unique selling proposition is. You need to get in tune with your big vision. Then you need to reverse engineer that and figure out, why is your stuff unique? What is so unique about it? If I were to come through your service, because we all have competitors. I've got competitors. You've got competitors. What makes our market come to us versus the competitor? Well, most of the time, it's what has to do with your unique selling proposition. That's what's going to get them in the front door. Your delivery, the way that you are going to provide your service, the value you're giving them is going to keep them and help them stay. But that unique selling proposition is going to help them in that front door. So figure out your unique selling proposition, and if you don't have it, message me. Let's get together. Let's figure that out. But the third thing is having your follow-up, having your email sequence. So this is literally the step-by-step process. You want to be able to survey the market, create your offer and giveaway, create your unique selling proposition, and add that into your marketing. Create your email sequence, which is going to be a dynamic way for you to follow up with each and every one of your leads. Imagine if you had people that were coming in through the front end of your funnel and they purchased right out the gate. We wouldn't want to send them any emails talking about, hey, why don't you purchase this, right? Wouldn't make any sense. What about the people who are coming in through the funnel who did not purchase and ended up getting through a few of your goodwill sequences, meaning a few of the blog posts, a few of the videos, something that's going to help them grow, know, like, and trust you and build that relationship. If they purchase, you don't want to send them any more purchase now emails, right? So we want to have these lists segmented in different areas so that each and every one of your leads is going to receive a unique experience. You're going to be able to talk directly to them as if you're right there in their house while they're making their decision. Imagine how awesome it would be to where you can get someone to literally watch a video about, say, something like this. You get them to raise their hand, basically by clicking the link inside the email to watch that video. The moment that they watch that video, you send them an email saying, hey, if you like that, you're going to love this. And now you can start to pitch them on your product. A video like this should be just pure value, pure content. You should be able to deliver this to your list, have the people who are watching this video get followed up with actual sales material. That way, you're not selling to people who don't have their hand up. Your conversions will go through the roof when you start to implement this kind of process. Fourth, you want to create value to warm up your market. Like we're talking about those goodwill sequences, you have lead generation campaigns and sales campaigns. I just recently did a video about this, and it has been a major question from most of our clients. And the thing that I wanted to stress about this was that you want to focus on leads when you're building your leads campaign. You want to focus on sales when you're building your sales campaign. You want to retarget, meaning you want to take those people who are just leads and did not purchase and then retarget them, remarket to them on Facebook, YouTube, Google with a new angle to that offer or a new offer altogether that complements the reason why they opted in and became a lead in the first place. When you have that working for you, you're going to be getting leads and sales daily. It's going to happen, okay? Next thing that we want to focus on is the close. So once you warm them up, what do you have? What's your follow-up to get them from raising their hand to become a good customer or client? We want to help you implement that process as well. That is a great way for you to shrink down that gap from lead to sale. And the smaller the gap is, the faster it is that they get the value and the faster it is that you get paid. It's a complete win-win situation. The third pillar now, okay, is SEO. This is a tricky one. This is something that we hire a team on for because it's honestly a lot of work. And this is why people, when you get into like those platforms, those community platforms that are all sharing like a blog, right? They're all sharing the link, but you have your own link and you can customize it and do all these great things with your blog. That's amazing. It's cool to do, but you still got so much work that you have to do. I talk to people all the time, and they say stuff like, well, Brandon, I'm pretty sure I already did that. Or, you know what, I think it comes with that. And a lot of the time, the stuff that you need to get done is not being done on the back end, which makes your site hidden from people who are searching. Imagine having a site up there and Google doesn't even know it exists. That would suck, right? Well, there's some things that we want to do to make sure, one, Google can find you, two, the people who are on Google can find you, and three, when they do find you, they're actually staying, purchasing, and becoming leads and buying, right? So what we want to do first is create value, okay? This has got to happen daily. You got to be making videos, writing blog posts, doing something, and again, if you're looking about what to write or what to do your videos on, check out the trending topics inside of your industry. If you're in the fashion industry, check out what's trending on the latest like runway, or what's the latest invention, or what's the latest material that's being used, or the technique, or the style, or what country is the leading in fashion, or whatever it is that you want to do. Write a blog post about that. Let people see that you are in your industry and you know what you're talking about, and make it to where they can find you. How do you do that? By being able to create inbound and outbound links. So an outbound link is you sending somebody on your site to a referrer. Okay, somebody who, if you are in the fashion industry and you want to say the model runway, right, or something like that, you want to link that. That would be an outbound link to another site. That would be outbound links. That would help you with your SEO because you're sending searches or users who are on your site who want to know more about that. You're clicking it and you're sending them to the direct place. That is going to help with your rankings. The other way is to actually have inbound links. People who are having their blog posts and their articles and their periodicals linking back to you. So when that happens, that gives you a lot of juice. How do you get these backlinks back to you? Well, what you're going to do is make sure that you are letting people know when you are backlinking them in your blog. Send them an email and say, hey, look, I just wrote this blog. I went ahead and put a backlink in there for you. Hope you like it. If you like it, share it with your fans or friends, something like that. After you do that a few times with specific companies, they're going to feel obligated almost. It's that reciprocity factor. They're going to feel almost obligated to have to put your link inside of their periodicals. How cool is that? Now what you're doing is you're leveraging their audience. You're leveraging their SEO strength. You're leveraging everything about them, and they're helping you gain traction, build traffic, and get those higher quality leads. So this is going to help you tremendously if you just implement that one thing into your blogging. Then you want to submit your site to your search engines. A lot of people don't realize you got to still submit your sitemap to Google. You got to submit it to Bing. You got to have all these things set up so that Google actually knows who you are, you're relevant, and where to put you and what you're actually all about. That is the only way that Google's going to be able to find you. It's incredible that a lot of people who are being taught by, other folks, it's just not being said, and they just think that, oh, well, it's common knowledge, or that it's not that important. It's extremely important, and it's very simple to do. Next, we want to be able to optimize your site, your social media profiles, and all your blog posts. How do we optimize your website, your blog posts, your social media? Well, you do your keyword research. Do your keyword research. You've got to be able to find out where it is and what it is that your market is typing in, and how can you, come to the top of the surface for that search. If you are having a problem with ranking, do some better keyword research. Check your meta tags, check your descriptions, check how people are finding you and what's on your page. Then start to input those keywords not only into your website, but put them into your biography and your About Me. Put them into your all the information that you can have in all your social media profiles. Make sure that you have your keywords in there. that will help you. It's crazy, I know, but it will work. Imagine you going and Googling somebody right now. If you Google like Gary Vaynerchuk or something like that, his Twitter account or his Instagram account is like 1 or 2 on the list. How is that possible? Well, he's optimized his profiles and his backlinks to his profiles so that when more people search for him, they're going to find him on social media. Why is that? Well, it's great to know exactly who it is that they're getting in business with. They can see his consistency, they can see his content, they can see his engagement, and they can see if he's qualified to get the job done. Right? It's an amazing way for people to get free information, and you're leveraging free platforms. So again, and the last thing is to track the keywords. Okay, you want to track keywords, user flow, and conversions. The reason why this is so important for SEO is because you want to know what's working and what's not. If you're going after these keywords that were powerful, for 6 months, and you don't change them up or you don't do any more research, you're going to end up using stale keywords. And if you have stale keywords, they might have worked great 6 months ago, but you need to do a little more research and revamp them. Exchange a little bit, revise, edit them a little, and then you'll be right back to the top. SEO is a never-ending game. Okay, you're constantly optimizing something, whether it's your site, your keywords, your social media profiles, anything between your blog posts. You're always constantly revising and editing things and adding more content, and things change all the time. So the content needs to change with it. And if you have these 3 elements working, these 3 pillars working for you all at once, you will see an increase in your user traffic, you'll see an increase in your targeted leads, and you'll see an increase in your sales. I do promise you that. Well, how do you get these 3 things working all at the same time? Start with the one that you are currently doing right now. If you're focused on social media marketing, make sure that you have this set up. Make sure you're producing shareable content. Make sure that you are consistent. Make sure that you are using the 80-20 rule. Make sure that you engage. Make sure that you are sending direct messages to start conversations, not to sell. Okay? Then, once you get all of that complete and you're starting to be as consistent as possible, then move on to something else. Okay? Paid advertising, SEO, and go through those lists. I do not recommend you trying to do all 3 of these at the same time. I could recommend, and this is what we have, a couple of our clients do, is we'll help you hire the virtual assistant that needs to learn all this so that you could focus on the few things inside of your business that you actually love. And then we'll help train your VA so that all this behind the scenes stuff can be taken care of for you. So there's so many different avenues for you not to feel stressed, for you not to feel overwhelmed, and for you to tackle one task at a time. Within 30, 60, 90 days, you're going to have all of these things running. SEO, like I said, 3 to 6 months, sometimes longer than that. That's a marathon. So the way that I like to see it is this is the long race, this is the medium race, and this is the sprint. You can get that fast traffic, that instant traffic in 3 to 4 days. You can test your offers within a week, depending on your ad budget, and get all the information that you need. That same amount of time is going to take a couple months with social media marketing. That same amount of time is going to take a few months, so like 4 to 6 months with your SEO. So what would you like to have? Would you like to have fast, medium, or slow traffic? Me personally, I'd like to have and start with the fast traffic. And then I'll work on the social media, and then I'll work on the SEO and have my team do that. I love paid advertising. I'm not a giant fan. Some people love social media. They're like, wow, I could spend all day on this. Cool. Make sure you're doing it right. Follow these 5 steps. Set up your profile and optimize it. Have your offer in place and start to really communicate with those people using surveys and things like that can help you identify what it is that they actually want to talk about. Once you have all that going for you, I promise you, you're going to see a huge increase in everything that you are doing. So if you'd like any help putting this together, okay, what I want you to do is find the link around this video and schedule your one-on-one session with me personally. We will literally break down your entire sales process, your marketing plan, lead generation tactics, everything that goes into you growing your business. And we'll spend 75 minutes together dissecting it, giving you that 30,000-foot view so that you can see exactly what and where the holes are and how we can plug them. You'll also leave with a blueprint, a recording, and all the notes of our session so you get to focus the entire time on the strategies that are being shared with you. I promise you, you're going to love us getting together on that meeting. And if that sounds like it's interesting to you, find a link around this video, set up your schedule with me, let's have a blast. And again, I thank you for taking time out to watch this today. If you implement everything that we were talking about, you will see an increase, I promise. So again, go out there and crush it today. I wish you a great day. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.